Hey everybody, welcome to the Outlet Podcast channel. My name is Gazy. How are you doing today? I'm not doing too bad myself. This is the About Face segment, episode number 6. Oh, I haven't forgotten. I always do the little shake. Yeah, this is the About Face segment the About Face part of the channel where I like to actually talk a little bit about myself to share myself with the community. I'm sure you would share yourself also, but I like to introduce myself to you. And what better way than to do so with 50 questions? So I chose, there's a website where someone posted like 50 questions to ask yourself and others. And I decided to go through it. I want to share like openly like the questions that I've answered. So yeah, I'm not gonna use the number generator. I'm just gonna like choose two numbers and then just go straight into it. You can find a lot of other content that I do over on iTunes, SoundCloud, Stitcher Radio, and Blubrry. Google, I think they opened it up. I got to do some research. But if you go to Google, like music, and under the podcast section, you search Outlet Podcast, I will be there. If they've opened it up. If they haven't opened up, I will still be there. I'm like a bull waiting to be opened up out of the chute. And I'm just going to like rock. I'm just, I'm just going to go for it. So check me out on Google Music, the podcast section. So that's pretty exciting. And apart from that, yeah, on facebook.com/outlet podcast, there I upload pictures. I upload all the content. Like whenever something goes new, I just try to put it right through there. So you can like easily access it. Or if you like and subscribe to the YouTube channel, boom, and you will always get these updates. So yeah, just gonna choose two questions like in quick succession, like one after the other. Let me see. I'll do 22 and 23. I'll do 22 and 23. Do you have a whole lot of acquaintances or just a few close friends? Why? Okay. I definitely. Well, I had a lot of friends when I was growing up as a kid. As a kid, I think we all have a lot of friends when we were growing up because we don't necessarily know the definition of a friend. We know attributes and characteristics, traits that friends could have. We are practicing friendliness, but a true friend is actually something hard to come by. And I think the Bible even says that if you want friends, you should show yourself friendly. So I had a lot of friends. I used to play basketball with them, even though I didn't like to. I played basketball. It was pretty fun. Don't get me wrong, but I loved playing soccer more. So we grew up, and life was a little different. Life became different for a lot of us. I preferred doing certain things in my life, and those who I would call my friends did other things, and slowly but surely they started to go down deeper the paths that they've chosen. And it's kind of it's kind of hard when you see childhood friends going through like stuff like drama, like baby mama drama or drug drama, alcohol drama. Like I had a friend call me up who's like drunk, and that I've never told anybody that I've never drunk in my life. I went to a Haitian church one time, and they were giving out communion, and I believe I was already baptized, I think. And what happened was they actually use wine, and so that was the first time I tried wine, and that just burned all the way down to my feet. So I've never drunken like liquor or beer or anything like that. So yeah, my friend called me up and he was drunk, and I was a little forward with him. I was like, hey, dude, don't call me like this. Don't call me like this. I think you need to sleep. I don't know. I was like, I think you need to sleep it off. All right, just we'll talk tomorrow. All right, man. All right, it's cool. It's cool. No problem, man. No problem. And yeah, that's how that phone call ended. And I don't know that much about him these days. I mean, I think I saw him I did see him and his girlfriend on the bus one time, but we just exchanged the cordials, and that's it. So I've never like friends I have now, because a friend needs to go through through the bad times, through the hard times. Sometimes friends have to be tough on you. Sometimes you have to be tough on them. Uh, the friendships, it's for both seasons, in season and out of season. So um, I have um, I'm trying to gain friends. Um, like some of my childhood friends hit me up, like, and we started going to the Miller's Ale House and watching some UFC fights, and just commiserating because one of my childhood friends, he got married and stuff, and so we're at the same level. Him and his wife, me and my wife. He has kids. I don't have kids yet, but he's doing pretty good himself. Some other friends that I've had from other churches that I used to visit, and like I got a lot of friends there, but and they're pretty cool. It's just life stinks and it's hard. And what happens is that you'll find it. I don't know how old you are, and if you're older, maybe you can attest. If you're younger, I hope that you can learn that in life, the necessities and the responsibilities will cause you to not have time for your friends. And it's not that you don't love them. It's just that I need to get this paper done. I need to do this. I need to do that. There are responsibilities that you have to fulfill. You got obligations. You got to fulfill them. So it's not that you don't have friends. It's just, listen, I want to chill, but I can't right now. Let me call you back. In life, it tends to weed out people, or we ourselves ostracize them. So yeah, these days I want to say I have friends. I have friends and acquaintances. Acquaintances that I wish were friends, and friends that actually I don't wish any of my friends were acquaintances. They're all pretty cool. They're all good dudes and girls. They're cool. So yeah, I think I have a good amount of both friends and acquaintances. So yeah, that's number 22. And number 23, are you more inclined to build your own empire or unleash the potential of others? I I would like to. I actually unleash potential on others. Yeah, I'm the super kami guru, and that's no, no. Don't take his coat. Team 4-star. Look him up. It's hilarious. Super kami guru. Oh, he calls him God now. They're awesome. Takahata is really cool. So yeah, I think I tend to unleash the potential. I like giving constructive criticism, but also I like showing love and positivity as best as I can, even though I'm not like in my own life, I might not be the most positive. For others, I like to always show others that there is, there's a brighter day ahead. There's always a brighter day ahead. When is it gonna come? I don't know, but you can't lose hope in this life. If you lose hope, then you have nothing. And especially as a Christian, there's a verse in the Bible that says that if the power of the cross was like made void and Jesus hadn't resurrected, then the Apostle Paul says, I'm the most pitiful of them all. Because the Apostle Paul, he was left for dead, like underneath a pile of rocks when he was stoned. He was whipped mercilessly like twice. And the second time he was about to get whipped, I think he was like, I'm a Roman citizen. How dare you try to treat me like this? There are some other times, that Paul really suffered a lot of persecution, was stranded at sea because the boat, the boat was destroyed, the ship that was taking him over to Rome. So, I tend to feel that I like to help others more. I like to, that's kind of the reason why I want to do this podcast. I like to talk and express myself and share these las buenas nuevas, the good news. I like to share it, and it also, in sharing, I feel that I edify myself as well. Because the Lord has never taken with one hand that He hasn't reciprocated with the other or provided again. You know, if you give your life over to Jesus Christ and you follow after him to please God, then God will in turn bless you and take care of you and provide you every single tool that you need to be able to bring him honor. So that's how God is. It's yeah, look at that. Ooh, that's how God is. And with my life, I feel that I have I have given, and I don't actually intend to receive anything in life. Like, I don't intend to. You should never expect to receive a Christmas present or anything like that. If you do, you should count it as a blessing and, and move on. But apart from that, in my personal life, I've never looked for like gaining things for myself. That could be very detrimental. I mean, in the business world, if you're always giving and you're not doing something for yourself, be careful. But then again, if you are known in a network of successful people to have a character in an uncharacteristic environment is really good and will set you apart. So take that pro tip, Funhouse. Take that pro tip. Character in an uncharacteristic environment will get you noticed. So it's the same way of giving your teacher some at the end of the year thank you note. Even if you got an F in your class, even if you got a bad grade, you say thank you and move forward. That might not help you any, but it says more about you. And maybe in your future, if you've established that kind of like status quo, then I think that will follow and that will be a blessing to you. So yeah, this has been the Outlet Podcast About Face, episode number 6. And I'm your host, Gazy. I answered questions number 22 and 23. Pardon me, guys. Number 22 is, do you have a whole lot of acquaintances or just a few close friends, and why? And number 23, are you more inclined to build your own empire or unleash the potential of others? No. Okay. So let me know in the comments below if you've got my funny references. I attribute them to those who they deserve to because they're very funny. I love them on YouTube. And let me know what in the comments below. I'd like to read and see how, what you think. So for the Outlet Podcast, my name is Gazy. Connect and recharge.